Welcome to Technically Speaking, where we help you increase your income through tech.
Databases and SQL, week 5. So this week, we're going to break down and understand what a database is and why it's important, distinguish between relational and non-relational databases, learn the basics of SQL, structured query language, create and interact with a simple database using SQL, and then build a hands-on project to reinforce our learning. A database is like a digital filing cabinet, a system for storing, managing, and retrieving information. There are two main types of databases: relational, which is organized in tables like spreadsheets, and non-relational, which is organized like documents, key value pairs, or graphs. If you're tracking customers, their orders, or the products they buy, a relational database helps connect all of that information into tables. All right, y'all, let's settle this really quick. Is it SQL or SQL? SQL equals structured query language. It's the language we use to talk to databases. Technically, both are correct. Some people say SQL like the letters, others say sequel like a movie sequel. And fun fact, that's what the creators originally called it. SQL was based on an old language called SQL, so the name just stuck. But over time, SQL became more formal way to be used and widely way used, especially in tech jobs. So if you say SQL, you're right. If you say SQL, you're still right. And remember, the real flex is knowing how to use it, not just say it. So getting back to it, SQL is the language we talk to relational databases. You can think of SQL like giving instructions to your data. Show me all customers who ordered more than $100, or add a new product to the inventory. Some popular SQL-based systems are MySQL, PostgreSQL, SQLite, and Microsoft SQL Server. These are the key concepts in SQL. We have tables, which are like worksheets or spreadsheets. We have columns, which equals the fields or attributes like first name, last name. We have rows, which are records like Jane Doe. And then we have relations, which is how tables link together, or like foreign keys. Here's a mini example. We have our students table. We have our columns with the ID, the name, the email. And we have our rows with the one, Kalia, and the k@school.edu. Here's another table with courses, which are columns are course ID and course name. And then the table of enrollments is to connect both of them, students and courses. Now let's create a simple contact management database and run 4 key queries: select, insert, update, and delete. Now, just to go over really quick step by step, we're going to create a table. As you can see here, create table contacts. And we're going to have a name and an email. Then we're going to insert some data. So we're going to insert into contacts the data, the name, the email. What are the values? There's a name and here's an email. Then we're going to select the data to select the values to see it. We're going to say select from contacts, and we only added one, so we have that values that we've added before. We can even update this one contact by doing update contacts, and we can set the email to a different email, new email at example.com. Where's the name? The name is still Jordan Smith. And if you wanted to delete, let's definitely delete. We could delete from contacts, where name, and this is the contact that we want to delete. All right. These are the building blocks of almost every data job. So with these basics, you can analyze customer data, manage inventory, or just build powerful dashboards. Okay, so we're going to go step by step on how to build and run our contact management database. And we're going to be using SQLite Online. This is very beginner friendly. This tool requires no setup. You just open a browser and start coding. So we have our SQLite Online, as you can see here. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a table. So the first thing is we have some demo data. We just want to take that out. Now, I do have this in the PDF for you to copy and paste, but I'm going to go through it right here with you. We have our create table and our contacts, and we're going to do our ID, our first name, last name, email, and created at. These are our attributes here, okay? So once we have that, we're just going to click and run. Make sure that nothing comes through, and yes, we have it, no errors popped up, okay? So now, since we created the table, what we have to do is insert some data, some sample data at that. Now I do have, I'm gonna just do another tab, click over here. Now you can erase this, put paste or sample data and run it, but I wanna come back to it to show you guys later in a different section. So this is the data we're gonna insert into contacts, first name, last name, email, phone, and here are the values that we want to insert, okay? Everything looks good, we're gonna run it. No errors will pop up. That means we're good. You can see it on the side where it took, the query took here. And now, since we've created the table, we added some data, we want to view our data, all right? So we're going to open up another tab. And as you can see, we're gonna select from contacts. We just wanna view the data. So let's run it. Let's run this query. And as you can see here, we got Jane, John, Ava. We got the emails, we got the phones, we got the created at date, okay? So you see it all at the bottom. We can even, if you want, we can even filter this, okay? So let's come to another tab really quick, and we can say select the first name, the email from contacts where the last name is Doe, all right? So let's go ahead and run it. And as you can see, it's only displaying the last name with Doe, which is Jane, and a Jane email, okay? It's really just querying. We're just, querying things. Now, what we want to do is update a contact. So we're going to come back and copy and paste this. This is update contacts. What do you want to do? We want to update a phone. So we're going to set the phone 111, 222, 333, whatever it may be, where, email, John, that's the email. Then we're going to run it. All right. No errors, the query took, so it update. Now we want to check our update to ensure that, hey, John's phone is updated. Phone number is updated. Okay. So we're going to say select from contacts where email is John, because we want to see what happened. And yes, his phone number is updated. Okay. Let's just say we wanted to delete. Okay. We wanted to delete a contact and the email is Ava. Let's say we want to delete that. We go ahead, put this in, click run, and it deleted. But we want to ensure and confirm that Ava did get deleted. So let's go ahead to a tab, query this, select from contacts. Again, we just want to show what's happening. We actually already have this. Let's go back to our select from contacts. This is our query to see all our data. Let's just run it. And now we see Jane and John. Ava is gone. Okay, she's washed away. Now, I definitely want you to explore this a little bit more on your own. Like I said, I gave you the PDF for you to copy and paste, but I also want you to challenge yourself and actually start writing these out. Now, for this week's project, homework assignment, we're going to design a small database using SQL for real-world use cases. Again, you're doing the same thing we just did. Only thing is, you're going to come up with your own data with their own database. So it could be something like a library system where you got books, members, checkouts, an inventory tracker where it's products and stock levels, or we can just continue on with this contact manager where you have the names, the emails, and some notes. All right. Your deliverables for this homework assignment will be an SQL script with table creation, sample data, which is that insert, one select, one update, and at least one delete query. And definitely make sure you included your GitHub portfolio. Send us a link in the Discord so we can check out your new database. All right. Now, SQL and database skills open doors to a wide range of high-paying and in-demand careers, especially as data becomes the heart of every business. Here's a breakdown of the top career paths for folks who want to get into SQL and understand databases. Top 6. Number 1, data analysts. They're going to analyze and interpret data to help businesses make better decisions. They write queries. They write queries to extract data from databases, clean and prep it for visualization. They're definitely going to start off at 70K and can go all the way up into the six-figure realm. Next, we have business intelligence analysts, BI analysts. What they do is develop dashboards, reports, and data tools for executives. Their average salary is going to start them off at 85K and it's going to go all the way up well within the six-figure realm. We have database administrator, DBA. They maintain, optimize, and secure databases used by apps or companies. Their average salary is going to start them off at 90K and can go past 130K a year. Next, we have a data engineer. They build systems to collect, store, and move data across platforms. Their average salary is going to start them off at 110K and can go all the way up past 160K a year. Next, we have back-end developer. They build server-side logic and databases that power web applications. Their salary is going to start them off at 90K a year, going to go all the way up to 140K a year. And then last, we have the financial or marketing analyst. They analyze trends in sales, spending, or campaigns. They retrieve and filter large data sets from CRMs or financial systems. Their average salary is going to start them off at 70K and can go all the way up to 110K a year. So if you're brand new but want to build your way up, I would say start with data analyst roles, build projects using public databases, SQL, and dashboards, push them to GitHub, and then add SQL specific bullet points to your resume. Now that you've learned the basics of databases and SQL, here's how to keep growing and applying what you know. 1, practice your SQL daily. All you need is 10 to 20 minutes. Recreate this week's project from scratch, then challenge yourself to add something new, like a second table. You can use these platforms here. 2, understand real-world use cases. Think about, how do businesses use SQL in the real world? Could you use SQL to analyze your own spending, fitness progress, or contacts? 3, push your SQL project to GitHub. Include a .SQL script file, a sample readme.md explaining your tables and queries. Add screenshots from SQLite or if you're using dbfiddle. Here's a sample project name, inventory, database, SQL practice. 4, add it to your resume. Here's an example bullet point. Created a sample inventory management system using SQL. Wrote queries to insert, retrieve, update, and delete data across multiple tables. And last, explore jobs with SQL. Search these job titles here: data analyst, business intelligence, and operations and data specialist. Don't forget internships as well. Add SQL to your resume skill section, and then update your LinkedIn with your project and mention you're learning SQL. Don't forget to go deeper and learn APIs and integration, where you'll learn how apps talk to each other and how to connect your data to real-world platforms. Optional challenges to even go deeper is to join Kaggle and complete one beginner SQL notebook. Create a two-table relationship like students and courses, and then try visualizing your SQL results in Excel or Google Sheets. Keep going. You're building a foundation that leads to real-world jobs and real money. The more you practice and publish, the closer you get to that 80K to 150K tech role. SQL is a gateway skill. Whether you're into data analytics, web development, or back-end work, this is a must-have. Practice the commands, build your project, and keep adding these projects to GitHub.